Okay, 14.8 is about commencement of proceedings. So everything starts with a complaint that's usually filed under oath, and that's usually done to secure a warrant for arrest, often done by a police officer, could be the prosecutor, sheriff. The information, the accusation is put in writing in what we call a charging document. Okay. There's then followed up by what's called an indictment. This is where the person who is accused of a crime goes in front of a grand jury, and the grand jury's job is to determine whether the prosecution has enough evidence to charge this person and bring them to trial. And if they do, then that person is said to be indicted. Okay, 14.8.1 is all about the grand jury. Their job is just to determine whether the prosecution has enough evidence to bring this to trial. If they do determine that there's probable cause, the grand jury returns what we call a true bill, and that is saying that there is probable cause, in this case should proceed towards prosecution and trial. If they find no, that there's no probable cause, then they return what we call a no bill. Okay. This is a body of people that are going to review all sorts of different potential prosecutions and return either a true bill or no bill and decide whether these cases go forward to trial. They almost always do. Okay, that is to be distinguished from the petit jury. The petit jury, PETIT, that will determine guilt or innocence. They have kind of a single job with a single case, and they are to hear all those facts. 14.8.2 is about the arrest. Of course, we know what that process looks like. It's going to involve a warrant, and the only times where the arrest can be made without a warrant is where the officer kind of has reason or cause to arrest a person, usually like at the scene of a crime or having just witnessed that. Okay, 14.8.3 is all about the bail process. A person will normally appear before a commissioner, and if it is determined that they can be released, usually an amount of bail will be set. That amount will be set such that that person can be released, but if they don't show up to trial, then they will forfeit that amount. There's all sorts of factors that the commissioner is going to determine as to whether a person can be released while awaiting trial: prior criminal history, their financial condition, where they live, how much family they have in the area, their ties to the area. Of course, many people can't afford to post bail, so they will go through a surety company or a bail bondsman. And if they do not show up at trial and that bail becomes due, then that is something that is going to leave a significant burden on that person, and also the bail bondsman. And bail bondsmen are usually pretty good at collecting debts. 14.8.4 is about the reduction of bail. Criminal attorneys are usually very successful at getting the amount of bail reduced. This is something where a lawyer will argue either at the bail review hearing or even after the fact to get the particular bail reduced to a level that makes sense for his or her client.